Get on in here. Get on in here. Get on in here. So many of you sent me the headlines that says that Sony says the door is closed on Spider-Man deal. So I thought it was over before. And I saw these other things where people, didn't like Hawkeye, didn't like it, and Tom Holland's hanging with Robert Downey Jr. and he's unfollowed Sony, possibly, allegedly, and so did Zendaya. And I really wasn't paying attention to a lot of the news, but people were sending me things, and apparently talks were still being had over it. But apparently, if that was happening, it's now all over with. Says here, this article by IGN, another nail has been driven into the coffin of the Sony Disney Spider-Man deal by Sony Pictures Chairman and CEO Tony Vinciquerra. For the moment, the door is closed, he said at the Variety Entertainment Technology Summit. That said, he may have implied that the door may be one day open again when he added that it's a long life. Despite the split, the CEO said there is no ill will between Sony and Disney / Marvel over the end of the Spider-Man deal. CEO admitted the fan backlash to the split has made it an interesting couple of weeks for Sony. I'm sure it has. Reinforcing Sony's official explanation as to why the deal fell through, the CEO said that Marvel's Kevin Feige was being stretched incredibly thin with the X-Men and Fantastic Four coming to the MCU, leaving him precious little time to work on Spider-Man, a character whose movie rights are controlled by Sony. We had a great run with Feige on Spider-Man movies. We tried to see if there's a way to work it out. The Marvel people are terrific people. We have a great respect for them, but on the other hand, we have some pretty terrific people of our own. Kevin didn't do all the work, said CEO. The CEO also went on to paint a picture of what Spider-Man's future will look like fully under Sony's control, including plans to launch a universe featuring Spidey characters. Sony is currently working on a Venom sequel, a movie for Morbius, the living vampire, and 5 or 6 TV series set in the world of Spider-Man. Damn, that's a lot. CEO also pointed to Sony's success with the Oscar-winning film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the hit Sony Amazon streaming superhero satire The Boys. I didn't know Sony was putting that out. I have to check that out, so I haven't had a chance to. As evidence that Spider-Man will be just fine in Sony's hands. Spider-Man was fine before the event movies. Did better with the event movies, and now that we have our own universe, he will play all of the other characters as well, he said. I think we're pretty capable of doing what we have to do here. By he will play off the other characters, the CEO is seemingly implying that Tom Holland's Spider-Man will have crossovers on the big screen with Tom Hardy's Venom or Leto's Morbius. Despite the CEO's words, Marvel veteran Jon Favreau said during his featured talk at the summit that the Spider-Man split is not for lack of trying, that he's still cautiously optimistic that a solution will be reached. I think it's too long. It's a too long way away. And I think that the collaboration has been really strong up to this point, Favreau said. So I'm hopeful that there's a way for us all to play together going forward. Holland weighed in on Spidey's split during an interview with GQ, saying Spider-Man's legacy rests in Sony's hands. Truer words have never been spoken. You know, I think that Spider-Man did very well in the MCU. I realized that they did change him, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed him being in the movies. Do they, quote unquote, need him? Would the movies have been a success without him? Probably. Probably. But it's like DC starting a universe and Superman's not in it. Superman's the flagship of DC. Now you could argue, yes, okay, yeah, I know Batman's been the more popular one of the two for a while now. Switch it out then. Imagine Justice League and all these other DC movies without Batman. Now I know DC tends to be going in a different direction now where they want to have their own separate movies and they're not going to have them really connected like that. But they were at one time. So just think about that. If the Justice League movie was done without Batman or Superman, it makes no sense to me. No sense to me. Now, I get it. There's some people that are kind of like, you know what, I'm glad Spider-Man's going back to Sony because, you know, they basically made him, you know, Iron Man's lackey. And, you know, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. You know, I thought it was okay that he looked up to Tony. But, like, Tony gave him his suit and all his tech. And I'm just like, yo, man, now you're taking away from Spider-Man. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. You know, Peter Parker's a genius in his own right. And he's much more capable than the movies showed him to be. So I get that why some people kind of like, they don't care. They don't care that, you know. But I liked having him there. And, you know, it sucks. It sucks. Hopefully they can, you know, really, Marvel can, they will make it without him. But it's just, you know. And the direction Marvel's going in right now, I don't know what's up. It's all up in the air anyway right now with all the crazy shit going on and the shows they got planned. I don't know, but I'm only interested in Blade. Vaguely Black Panther 2. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. What the hell else am I interested in? I'm not interested in Love and Thunder. I'm not interested in a Captain Marvel 2 if they're doing one. I'm not, you know, if they're going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm definitely interested in that. Yeah, I can't, I don't, I like Doctor Strange, but I'm not looking forward to it. When it comes out, I'm going to go see it. I enjoyed myself with Doctor Strange, but I wasn't compelled to buy it. I don't need to ever see it again. I don't. But if it's on, I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? If it was on TV, oh, you want to watch? You know, Scarlett's like, I haven't seen Doctor Strange. You want to watch that, Honey Bear? Sure. Don't call me Honey Bear. Yeah, we can say I'll watch it. You know. Yeah, they want to do a Fantastic Four. I do want to see what they want to do with that. You know, eventually they'll bring in X-Men. But at this point, I am not concerned about seeing any movie but Blade. The only thing I'm really interested in. None of the TV shows I think are doing anything for me. None of them. None of them. You know? Moon Knight. I don't know much about him. I didn't know much about Moon Knight coming up. You know? But hopefully they do a good job. You know, I do still trust Marvel. But it's just with, I don't know, man. With this whole new direction they're going in, I personally don't think it's going to work. If they're going in the direction that I think they're going, I don't think it's going to work at all. I think it's not going to work. But I've been surprised before by you know, things, and you know, one of the first rules of business is give the people what they want. So the people don't want certain things, then give them what they want. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, thank you all for the tips. I saw the tips rolling through, but they were rolling through fast. I couldn't see who was giving me what. But thank you very much. I have a I have a compilation of anesthesia reactions to upload, as well as a WWE try not to laugh. You guys are not going to expect what happened with that. So those will be uploaded very shortly. Thank you for watching. Go over to my Instagram, follow me there. And I will talk to you later. 10 million! Oh, shit. Ooh! That's the biggest arm in the world. That's right. My name is Big Papa Pop. Big Papa Pop is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. That's right. Look at that, Disney Marvel. That's right. And I can act my ass off. Let me know if you need me. 10 million subscribers. Woo!